When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I remember one place I haven't gone is
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
is
mean?
the telephone
Stanley
that I
decided
unplugged,
to go to the meeting room.
unplugged the first
Perhaps
time
he
I
had
didn't
simply
actually
missed a
answer
memo.
it. So I'm gonna go check that out, see if that's a better ending.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
this way,
doors,
I believe.
this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire
Stop
it.
by the telephone.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room but eager to get back to business? Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Was it this way? No, it was this way, wasn't it? Yes. Cargo
Stanley was so
lift.
bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look,
Hold up a
Stanley, I
second.
think perhaps we've gotten
This
off
goes
on the
up. Can
wrong
I jump
foot
off onto
here.
this?
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
That looks like I can
I
go
realize that
through there.
investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
You know what? I'm gonna go down
Please.
here.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why,
Yes.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
What? Danger. Danger everywhere. 2B1. 2B1. Where am I now? 2B3. I'm in the basement, I guess.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Fine, I'll walk through the red door.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show
What?
you.
What's in here? Huh?
What do we want? What are we looking for?
I have no idea. You fucking lunatic. Where are we now?
Yeah. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
What
I
the
actually
shit is going
feel
on?
Happy.
Can I jump off? Nope. Can't jump off. What's going on? Do I have to go back out here? Oh.
No,
What's
wait.
this?
Where are you going?
I have no idea, but you can't control me,
Oh, no.
motherfucker.
Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
What? Thought you didn't care what happened
Please,
to me.
no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Oh god. So I can die. Let's just go back and see if he says anything else. Go back out here. Whoa. What the hell?
Good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there, Just stay here.
Does it do anything if I stay here? I'm just gonna go back and kill myself. Screw it. Nut job.
No, What did we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
What exactly did we achieve?
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you?
Well, the fact that I won't stay dead long doesn't really... just means that it doesn't matter if I die.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Screw it.
No!
Oh, I didn't die.
Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, no. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
I want to get out of here, you son of a bitch.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Nope.
Oh my God. Is this really how much you dislike my game? But you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Seems that way. Good lord.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
Oh, don't play the
It
fool.
looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Guess so.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
The hell? Is the narrator trapped in here too? What kind of ending is that? Okay, I guess we'll go back to the phone this time.
How wonderful. Stanley
What?
was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
What?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I think I can get up here and... Can I throw my... Oh my god! I can. What?
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty
You
commentary
fucking
to the nature of video game
meta
structure
son of a bitch.
and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Are you sick of this gag? No.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue.
What?
But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different?
I have
Would I have
absolutely
taken
no
the
idea.
same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh,
I don't think
and
you
this
know
which,
me,
perhaps
Giles.
You just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So,
Oh
what do you
my
think?
god.
Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this
What?
is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether
Oh,
to come
fuck
back here,
you.
continue
I'm
with
not
the game,
following-
or
I'm
just
not
sit in
falling
this
into
spot
that.
forever and ever. Cheers.
Oh my... Can I... It forces me to restart, doesn't it? Oh my god. It's so hard to tell what to do sometimes. It has no clear goal. It's madness. Okay.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need.
I'm not
If I
even
can
going to
make
try
it through
that.
this door,
But there was
I can
one
make
other
it through
thing.
them all.
There's a computer over here. Yes. Yep, input received. Okay, it made a second one. I think you have to restart it and press buttons. Press more buttons, and then it'll go in. First off, I'm gonna go.
When Stanley came to a
click
set
on the
of two
telephone.
open. This was not the correct way to
Yeah,
the meeting
yeah,
room,
yeah.
and Stanley
Following
knew
your
it perfectly
directions.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look,
There's
Stanley, I
anything
think perhaps we've
there.
gotten off on the wrong
Maybe not.
foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that
There's also
investing
another
your
door
trust
in
in
there.
someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Yeah.
This is it, Stanley.
Trying to tempt me with
Your
titties.
chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
There we are.
She's been wait.
Wait.
That's her, Stanley. You need
Fine. What? Bright lights. Okay. What's going on now?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Bread.
All right.
Who cooks their own
There
bread?
we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Ugh. Ugh.
Gotcha.
You fucking
Oh,
weirdo.
Come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
All I'm seeing is mannequin boobies. I'm going this way.
Sorry, but
What?
you're in my story now.
You motherfucker.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning, employee 427. Press G on your keyboard. Okay.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Please press H. I'm gonna let it sit for a while. Can I get up here and sit down, maybe? You motherfucker.
Look at him there,
Fine.
pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
I'm not
Now
eating lunch.
He's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press 6 to watch TV.
And so he began
What?
to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Please press 8 to spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Press F to prepare dinner.
As he wandered
What
through
the
this
fuck
fantasy
is going on?
world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby.
Game with a
and he
baby?
called it the Stanley Parable.
What? Cue to tell your kids a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end.
Well, I want
That
it
he
to
might
end,
always
actually.
feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Wait to tell your wife you love her.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality,
What?
all he's doing is pushing the
My
same
back in
buttons
my
he
room.
always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
God, this game is terribly meta. It's actually this ending's kind of making me feel depressed. Jeez. It's telling me I'm just wasting my life here. It's messed up.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Press F to question nothing.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I